Hello, my darlings. Hope you're all doing well. Bliss Lily here. Welcome to this wax reading where we're going to be taking a look at the next significant relationship that's coming into your life. So we're not taking a look at any flings. We're not taking a look at something insignificant. We're talking specifically about the next big thing. When it's going to happen, with whom, and what it's most likely to lead to. As usual, we're going to do a little bit of an energy check-in so you guys can make sure that this is the right reading for you. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. And of course, remember that over 50% resonance with the energy check-in is a good indication that this is the right reading for you. If not, don't worry, I'm going to make other wax reading and tarot readings in the near future. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your energy check-in over here. You recently made changes, or the universe made changes, when it comes to your networking, when it comes to your surroundings. Because what they're showing me over here is that you've become more aware of who you interact with. I'm seeing that overall you're quite a helpful person. People can count on you. There's this energy where you're somebody who allows people to be more or less themselves. I'm not seeing a lot of judgment. I'm seeing that you're most likely somebody who has friends or acquaintances from other countries, other religions, other walks of lives. So I'm seeing that you're not, you're like, I don't discriminate, I eliminate. So there's some people that you're like, no, I can't stand this person, I can't talk to them. Some people you allow them to be themselves, and you find a lot of similarities even through differences. Beautiful voice that's coming through over here. I'm seeing that you have a very strong body, especially maybe the lower part. We're talking about legs, we're talking about your calves, your feet. So you're somebody maybe who likes walking a lot, or you're able to walk a lot. Maybe you're lifting. Yeah. So there's this energy of somebody with a lot of body strength, even though you might not think that way. It's this energy where your body can really support you when it needs to. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. Most likely you are somebody who has to deal with a lot of information, analyze a lot of information. There's this energy of spending a lot of time online, maybe doing research, constantly picking up on new information, new skills. And at this particular moment, you might be looking at the news or information that has to do with other countries, that has to do with the world. This could be because you are planning to relocate, planning to travel somewhere, or this could be because maybe you were born in one country, you're now living in another country, and you are collecting information, collecting data about different places. Might speak more than one language over here. There's a lot of sweetness when it comes to you. You have a very sweet side to you. But it's as if right now you're telling yourself, I need to move forward. I can't go back into the past. Sometimes you get very nostalgic over things that happened before. Very nostalgic. Now, for some of you, there's something that has to do with children. And they're telling me that you might not do something, or you feel like you're limited because you need to consider children or a child. Okay. Recently passed some sort of exam, recently started maybe some sort of process, an official process that has to do with money, that has to do with, again, visas, that has to do with contracts. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's a little bit like you're investing in something. And what I'm also seeing over here is that if you had a job review, you're most likely going to get a pay rise over here. Okay, overall, by the way, you're very professional. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Responsible, professional, beautiful. All right, if that sounds like you, my darlings, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and take a look. Your next significant romantic relationship, with whom, when, and what it's most likely going to lead to. All right, so I'm just going to readjust a couple of things over here. And we're good to go. As much as possible, try not to think about anything or anybody. I feel like quite a few of you, you're now dating. And you're like, I just don't feel the spark with people. I just don't feel the spark. You have a crown. In a very good sense, you have a crown. I want to say like there's this energy of royalty that's coming in. When it comes to your values, when it comes to your demeanor, when it comes to a lot of other things, an intellectual. It's difficult for you to find a person that matches you on quite a few levels. There are people over here that I'm seeing that you're liking either big earrings or big necklaces. Maybe you actually wear things like tiaras and headbands with, flowers or maybe even crystals. It's a very interesting thing over here. Quite a few of you've tried online dating. And the reason why it's coming through is that there's like a message from your significant other that comes in and says, don't settle, please don't settle, please don't settle. A lot of you, what I'm seeing is that you're really finding it hard to believe that you're going to meet somebody because like they're showing me a ghost. You have been ghosted. Some sort of connection to Turkey over here. Either a country or a bird. I'm also seeing Spain. South America is coming through. I feel like you, my darlings, you feel alone, usually, even when there are people around you. It's like you feel like you don't fit in. I almost want to say, like, have you traveled a lot or like different cultures? Because I'm seeing most likely you had relationships with people from different cultures, from different countries. For some of you, a person you once thought was significant or you still think is significant is at a distance from you. Loads of tears. You've cried loads of tears. You've tried to give your heart to the wrong people. This is what they keep on saying. All right, so all that being said, it's like they wanted me to talk a little bit more about you before we get into how and when. Because right now what I'm seeing is that you're fragmented. You have a lot of memories in a lot of different places. It's like you lived not one life, but 8, 10. Lot of changes that you had to go through. And you really, when you love, you love. Because there's so many hearts over here. The heart here, the heart here, the heart here. The little heart over here. Okay, so let's talk about your next relationship. Feels very safe, stable. There's no ghosting, there's no running around. I see a lot of texting. For some of you, this could be online, or this could be with a person at a distance, because I see that there's a lot of texting, and this person is incredibly consistent. The person is adding to your connection. There's going to be a time when you become very triggered. This person is, I almost want to say heaven sent, because this person treats you so much better. And at the beginning of your reading, when I was doing your energy check-in, I picked up on that energy of you maybe doing quite a lot, or used to doing quite a lot in relationships. Here the dynamic changes, because you're going to be tempted to again try to do too much. And this particular person who's coming in, they're going to say, relax, let me do something for you. Because I'm seeing, little things like when you're going to end up living together, because for a lot of you guys, you are going to end up living together with this person. They're showing me the chair over here. They're showing me you like kind of laid back, relaxed. If you're used to cooking breakfast or dinner or whatever, they're going to be like, you just sit down, let me cook. If you're used to doing everything around the house or the majority of the chores, this person is like, sit down, let me help over here. Very beautiful, because they're showing me that you're sitting down, you're not running around, you're not running away, even though you're triggered. The person that's coming in has an ability to communicate at a level that you thought was impossible. It's as if they're able to read you. And it's very interesting because they have the exact tone of voice. They know almost the exact words that are suitable for you. Some people respond well to softness. Some people respond well to motivation and kind of like the whole snap out of it thing. Some people, they need emotional support. They don't need a rational decision. Some people need a rational decision, and so on and so forth. So here what I'm seeing is that you feel understood. Yeah, if I were to sum this whole thing up, you feel understood. But I'm getting more of an international connection, guys. So most likely, this person, either that they're going to be mixed when it comes to your nationality and some other nationality, or they're going to have a different nationality. This person might be very much into, they're showing me things that have to do with bikes. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing drones. So this person might have something to do with engineering, might have something to do with, what is it called? Well, video making, but it's like aerial video making. Also engineering is coming in, but those things could be as hobbies, not necessarily something they do for a living. Because I'm getting somebody who's quite versatile when it comes to hobbies, and it's not like this person does them all the time, but they tried quite a few things. Yeah, maybe skiing, snowboarding, windsurfing, quite a few things. And they like variety. They like variety when it comes to food. They like variety when it comes to hobbies. I'm getting somebody who reads, by the way. Reads books, prefers the paper. Says there is something about the smell. I like the smell of the books. The smell, the texture. So for some of you, I'm getting things that have to do with social media, with dating sites, but this is a very small percentage, guys. If I'm being honest, a very small percentage. Because they're literally showing me a map. So how and when? Show me more. I'm going to tell you this, guys. This person is going to be an upgrade. Really an upgrade. You might even feel a little bit intimidated by this person first. Because I'm getting, a completely different social class. I'm getting a completely different way of thinking. It's such a big level up. And it's going to trigger you. It is going to trigger you. I'm not going to lie. Because this person brings you into a completely different society, the one you're not used to. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually seeing that you're going to be received quite well when it comes to this society, because this person wants to introduce you, wants to show you off. But a lot of things within you, a lot of fears, are going to surface and are going to be very interestingly healed with some sort of communication. This person is going to love you. There's loads and loads of hearts that are coming through. They just keep on telling me things that have to do with international environments. With international environments. So, internet, we also have some sort of meetings that have people from all over the place. Those could be language exchange things. Those could be tourist places. Maybe when you're traveling. Because for some of you, literally what I'm seeing is that you're traveling somewhere and you come up to someone and you ask them to take a picture. And the conversation goes from there. Or you ask for a recommendation. But the thing is, for the majority of you, they're telling me to let you know not to be afraid to make that first move. Yeah? Just to ask somebody to take a picture, ask somebody for recommendations, ask somebody for directions. It's very interesting. Because what I'm seeing over here is this outline, and here's somebody's holding somebody like upside down. I've got the two legs over here. So if you have a hyperactive child, this is so interesting. If you have a hyperactive child, this next person that you're going to date, they're really going to have fun with them. It's amazing how that came through. Like, if you've been worried that, your child is, it's a handful, yeah? This particular person is going to be able to handle your child, no problem. No problem whatsoever. So I'm seeing some sort of exhibition also over here, but it's like an international crowd. This is what they keep on saying, an international crowd. If you're studying at the university, yeah, and there are a lot of international students, this could also be the case. But because this is a general reading, guys, I have to tell you all of the possible outcomes. I'm also hearing guest. So hotels very possibly. When you go somewhere and you're staying at the hotel or because they keep on hearing guest. They keep on saying guest. Okay. Fair enough. Well, of course, guests are also, when you go and visit someone, maybe in their house, they have a house guest. There could be an introduction there. And for some of you, it's through petting a dog, guys. Whether you have a dog or not, you're walking somebody somewhere, and again, you might just be like, oh my god, what a cute dog, can I pet him? And the conversation starts flowing. But it's very interesting because even if usually you're not the one who makes the first move, here it feels like you're going to be just kind of going with the flow. You're not going to put too much thought into it. You're just like, okay, I need my picture taken. I need to pet this dog. I need to get somewhere. Let me ask somebody. Let me reach out. Because you'll be in that mood to talk. You'll be in that open mood. Here they're giving me a face that's smiling, in a good mood. A lot of energy of togetherness. You know what I'm getting? It's this finding your partner in crime. Because they're showing me the dog, and the dog is very much about loyalty. And you know, some dog breeds, they can be very clingy. And I feel like this is the energy. I don't know if you guys are going to like it or not, but it's this energy of doing a lot of things together. Maybe sometimes a little bit clingy. Maybe you've been told that you're clingy and you can finally let your clinginess run free, right? Because some people are incredibly tactile. And unfortunately, for some people, it's too much. But here it seems like, you know, there's a lot of touching, there's a lot of hugging, there's a lot of supportive, beautiful gestures. I'm getting this energy of wings, aviation, for whatever reason. So like I said, it might be when you're traveling somewhere. For some of you, maybe when you're going to New York, because I'm seeing an outline of an apple that's been bitten. But yeah, maybe New York. For some of you, who knows? So we'll try and take a look at the timing over here. So I'm getting V, again, they're saying, look at the aviation, look at the V. So in Roman numerals, that would be number 5. So I would say May is very possible, and May is literally coming up very soon. Or within the next 5 months. Here we also have 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're counting this, 5, 4. But I'm hearing for some of you guys it's going to be very soon, like 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And again, it feels like a pull. It looks like a pull, maybe something that has to do with the dog. Okay. So May, within the next 5 months. For some of you, within the next 4 weeks. They're showing me a little sweet squirrel over here. Very practical. Very practical when we're talking about your person. Maybe a Virgo. They are quite practical. They like to organize things, label things. Yeah. So what sort of relationship is this going to be? Because for the majority of you, I saw that this is going to be something long-term, something with the possibility of living together, maybe relocating together. So they're showing me a consistent line. Good. So it's not going to be a situationship and then we break up and then there's ghosting and then there's whatever. I can't even remember all the all the words that are used in dating today, but it feels very consistent, very consistent. Step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step, getting to know one another. There's no drama. For some of you, it might feel boring, but there's no drama, guys. Literally, this person shows up. You explain something to them, they understand. They explain something to you, you understand. It's a very mature approach. And it's based on communication. There are quite a few surprises, pleasant surprises that this person is going to do for you. I almost want to say, if you were always the one who would go and plan a birthday party, surprise birthday party, get the balloons, get the whatever other decorations, and nobody ever did this for you, this person is going to do this for you with pleasure. With pleasure. And it's going to be love, guys. It's not going to be trauma bond. It's not going to be a karmic relationship. It feels like a soulmate, to be quite honest with you. But it feels very solid. Very solid, sweet. No drama. No drama. And the kind of saying, this is why you needed to go through quite a few things with drama in order to understand that you don't need that drama anymore. That you prefer stability. By the way, this person might be playing a guitar, or violin, or something is coming through, some sort of musical instrument, because they're showing me an outline of a person, another outline of a person, yeah, and this nice long wand. I'm winking at you over here, yeah. If you know, you know what the wand stands for. So this also talks about sexual chemistry. This talks about being satisfied. This talks about, right shape, right size. Compatibility. Let's put it that way. Like being compatible in the bedroom, which is very important. Okay, let me see what else. And there's a lot of things that have to do with gift giving. They're also showing me dirty things, which I'm not going to talk to you about because we are on YouTube. But if you see it, you see it, right? And let me see. If you want to conceive, conception is very possible over here. There's going to be a height difference, guys. There's going to be a relatively big height difference. Gemini energy is coming through very strongly. They're telling me that you're not going to be able to stay mad at each other for long. Because here they're showing me two people that are sitting back to back to one another, but it's a very short period of time. Because here what I'm seeing is that two heads are looking at each other. So it's like being unable to be mad at one another for a very long time. Possibly a relocation, guys, honestly. Possibly a relocation. Letter V is coming through. Letter A is coming through. Number 2. The more I'm doing this reading, the calmer I become. It's such a beautiful, calm energy. They're telling me that your nervous system is going to regulate itself. Like you're sleeping better in this relationship. You are dedicating more time to taking care of yourself. You're getting help. And you also smile a lot. This person is asking you to take care of yourself. And asking you not to see him or her as a threat. might have a similar or the same name to somebody who caused you a lot of pain. Interesting. For quite a few of you, my darlings, this is going to be your future spouse. And then for whatever reason, again, I'm getting like there's this energy of popularity or maybe social media presence for you or for this person, because they're giving me a lot of people. A lot of people. But this could also mean that in each and every lifetime you chose one another. That's why there was also a dog, and now I'm also getting like the outline of a dog's head, loyalty. Like I will find you. I will always find you in this life or another. So it's as if I'm channeling through time and space, not only in this lifetime, but also in previous lifetimes. Because it's this energy of I will always find you. Your souls have created a contract where it's one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, find you, find you, find you. And for some of you guys, honestly, I know this is not going to resonate with a big part, but I feel like this person has like this cowboy vibe. Something that has to do with cowboys. Maybe you had a crush on a cowboy at one point or another. But for quite a few of you, you know this person is your future spouse. This reading made me so calm. Hopefully it did the same thing for you. Because with this person, it's like you're breathing out. You're like, finally. Finally. A person I can call home. And for your anxious, beautiful self, it's difficult. Sometimes very difficult to do. But I keep hearing sleeping better, sleeping better, sleeping better. Let me see what's on the other side. I don't know if you can see, but there's literally an outline of two people. An outline of two people looking at one another, holding hands. Quite possibly exchanging vows. It's as if clouds. So most likely you don't know this person yet. But they're saying it was written in the stars. It was meant to be. And in this chaos that's going on in the world right now, it's this energy of I got you, baby. I got you. Again, hopefully you can see it. Two heads over here, the male over here, the female over here, like wearing a dress. It can be a same-sex relationship, guys. I'm just looking at the divine masculine and divine feminine over here. But yeah, I definitely see you like getting married, for sure. For some of you, Australia. Oh God, guys, I can't remember the name of that fruit. There's some sort of exotic fruit. Cut it open. It looks very similar to this part of the wax. All right, my darlings, this is where I'm going to end your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. Don't forget to check my Patreon page out, over to 150 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care. Bye now.